Hello, everybody. I think I'm live finally. If y'all can hear me, let me know if I'm really live. I had to do something completely different. The go live button would not click. I tried it on my Facebook page, my business page. I rebooted. I tried everything. So kind of crazy. I hope I'm live. Let me check my iPad to see if I'm really live or not live. I've never had that happen, so weird. Let's see. If anybody's there, let me know if I'm live. I'm not able to pull it up on my iPad just yet. Let me go to menu. Wait, I think I'm live. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go with it. I think I'm live. I hope I'm live before I start making cards. If anybody's on, say hello. Leave a comment for me so I know that we're cooking with gas. Okay, welcome you guys. It is Tuesday night here in hot and sunny Texas. Thank you for joining me. I go live every Tuesday around 7 p.m. And we're gonna make some cards. It's still hot. It was 98 on my way home from work, but we're gonna do some Halloween cards tonight, getting festive. All right, you guys. So every week I do a contest, a share contest. And this past week, if you shared, you were entered into the contest. All you have to do is share my video and leave a comment. Giving away a 4-pack of tinsel gems. Let me show you up close what they look like. Also, let's see, this wavy trim. Nicole, are you on? Can you tell me, is this the business page? Oh, Renee, good. We're here. Okay, I was still nervous because I felt like, boy, that was something trying to get on tonight. That's crazy. My button would not work for anything, but everything else I could press on my phone. So weird. Anyway, the winner this week, Judy Harmon. Judy, congratulations to you. I'll be sending these things to you in the mail. If you could just message me your address or email me just let me know your address and I'll send this out to you. All right, as you guys can see, I'm a little bit flustered by the whole thing. All right, this week I'm going to give away a pack of blending brushes. These are really fun. These are really nice. We're going to use these tonight for one of our projects. All you have to do is share my video, write shared in the comments so I know that you shared. Either Facebook, my personal page, or on my business page, or on YouTube. All right, you guys, thank you for sharing, everyone who shares. I really appreciate it. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip the camera around now that we're finally on. And we'll get started on making some Halloween cards. All right. Okay. Renee says, hold on, let me flip this. I'm trying really hard not to mess anything up now that I'm finally on. I've never had that happen. It's so weird. I was like, is Facebook broken? What is going on? Okay. I'm not even going to attempt to share this because I've never done that before, but I need to learn how to share it to Sunshine page so it goes to 2 pages at once. But that's not a project for tonight because I just feel like we're lucky that we're on. All right, you guys, mini catalog tonight. We're going to be using this Halloween set called Tricks and Treats Bundle. So we have stamps, dies. I'll show you up close. Here's a couple of the Stampin' Up projects in the catalog. I think this is a really cute Halloween bundle, and I'm excited about it. Here are the projects that we're going to make tonight. So I've got this really cute candy wrap. And inside, we've got this little box of dots, which I think is funny because they're these like ghosts, which are kind of like in the glow-in-the-dark theme that we're using, right? And it says, which flavor, which ghost, it's a mystery. So it's got 5 different flavors, but they're all the same color of the dots, so ghost dots. So I think that's fun. If y'all get the make and takes this week, I'll send you a package of these dots with the make and takes. Okay, we're going to make this really fun card. Anybody send Halloween cards? Oh, hi, Lisa. Thanks. I'm glad you guys are on. I'm glad I'm on. So we're going to do some, this is glow in the dark, this moon, these little ghosts are glow in the dark. So we're going to have a little bit of glow in the dark fun tonight. And we're just going to do this little trick or treat card. We're going to use, in the set, we can make some candy corn. So we've got a little candy corn treat box. And then we're going to make another candy holder with this little box that the dies are in the set too, to make this with our little Frankenstein. So those are projects for tonight. Let me kind of put everything out of the way here. And we'll get started on these. Okay, here is the Tricks and Treats bundle. Cute Trick or Treat Eek. Those are the two, I guess you would call them sentiments, right? Little sayings. A cute little haunted house, a ghost. This is the only one that I didn't use for tonight's class. Well, this one too, but I did stamp it one time. So this is the stamp set. These are the dies. There's a lot of dies in the set. I had to put it on 2 magnetic sheets. A cute little boo that you can die cut out. Look at these cute little, I think those are tags. They're adorable. And then here is the box die that we're going to use to make one of the boxes. So really fun. Okay, also for this first project, we're going to be using the Countryside Corners dies. And here are our pieces. Now, this is a bit bigger of a project, so I had to put the pieces in one of these little envelopes. This is really nice. So if you get the make and takes, this is a great envelope to keep some of your 6x6 papers in. I have a bunch of these. These are great. Okay, so let me start. This glow-in-the-dark paper, you guys, sold out again. I'm so bummed. I did get quite a bit. I do have some coming, some more coming Friday, I think, from the order I placed, because I don't know where else you can find glow-in-the-dark paper. I don't know if anybody else sells it, and this works really well. It's awesome, so I'm in love with this paper. I feel like I always want to have this in the future for Halloween projects, glow-in-the-dark paper. So I've got a sheet of that to cut the ghosts out of, and we're starting with basic black, and this piece is 10.5 by 5 3/4. All right, and so what it's being scored at is 1 inch here, 4 3/4, an inch later at 5 3/4, and then 9 5/8, and it leaves you with this little flap, which is less than an inch on this side. Okay, so that's what our wrap is going to look like. Then we're going to add some layers. So this black and white DSP is from the Zoo Crew. So the Zoo Crew DSP, I've got a lot of this left over, and so I'm happy to be able to use some of this black and white to do some Halloween projects with. So this is 5.5 by 3.5, the Zoo Crew DSP. I use the Country Corners dies to cut something out of Gorgeous Grape, and they're kind of concentric here. And this one is Parakeet Party. I kind of like Parakeet Party with Halloween because it almost looks glowy, right? It's pretty bright. I've got these, just some little squares of black. These are going to go behind the ghosts, so their eyes are black behind there. Okay, so I've got those in the kit. And then we cut out of the basic black one of these boos. All right, so let's start. I think first let's put our box on, okay? So again, I got these dots at the dollar store, and then I also got some at Target. I saw them at Target the other day, and they had a ton of these on an end cap on the bottom. So I think these are really fun for a project. So all we're going to do basically is just wrap this around. Super easy, and we're just going to add some glue. I'm going to do a little bit of Seal Plus. And just add some Seal Plus to this piece. And I want this to be the front here. Oh, did I put the glue on? No, I'm sorry. Lost my mind. This like this, so the front comes over like this, so we have a nice edge on the front of it. And then I'm just using the Seal Plus, trying to make it not quite too tight so we can still slide it in and out. When you give it to somebody, they can just still get their present out, okay? So this would be a fun Halloween treat, nice and easy, not expensive, right? So let's put on our layer of the Zoo Crew. I'm gonna put my seal away, my Seal Plus away, and save it for later. So we're just going to center this piece right here, nice and easy. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of the Parakeet Party and do some stamping on here. So we've got the stars, and I'm just going to stamp the stars, Parakeet Party on Parakeet Party. Okay, here's our star stamp. Let me get a baby wipe out because I know I'll be needing it at some point. And I kind of already dropped that in the ink, so I want to remove some of this around the edges because you know I will get that all over the place. All right. And I'm just going to randomly stamp some stars so we have kind of a little bit of a background here. And we'll just kind of fill it up. I think that looks pretty good. All right. Let's layer that on. These are easy enough. You could make a whole bunch of these really easily. And put that right in the center here. Okay. Now we need our ghost. So we're going to take our ghost die. And the ghost die is just so cute, so adorable. We're just going to cut them out of this glow-in-the-dark paper. So we need 3 of the ghosts. If you get the make and takes this week too, I'll give you 2 sheets of this glow-in-the-dark in your make and take packet. So you have a little bit of extra to play with because, you know, it's Halloween and it's fun. All right, so 1, 2, 3 ghosts that I've already pre-cut. Let me pop their eyes out. It sounds terrible. Oops. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive. I'm gonna use glue to put the black backing behind the eyes. And I think that'll look good. I need to get some orange nails since Halloween's coming. Okay, put my die aside so I don't lose it. All right, and we're just gonna pop these little guys up once we get the eyes on. So, time to get out the glue. All right, I'm starting to calm down from the whole Facebook fiasco. I was like getting hot. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I was getting a little bit flustered. Okay. Oh, Renee, I didn't see it. I looked on that website to see if I could get glow-in-the-dark paper, but I could not. Maybe I didn't look in the right place. But I truly think this paper is awesome. I'm still super excited about it. Hey, Lisa. Hey there. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, let me make sure none of this is showing through. Wow, look at that. That's not cool. Okay, those look good. All right, time for some dimensionals. I'm gonna kind of hold these in place while they dry with a dimensional at the top, and then I'll put a couple more on. All right. Well, it is 98 degrees and I'm wearing a sweatshirt too. That could be part of the problem why I was also getting hot. All right, so let's just place these guys randomly this way, and they can stick off a little bit. I'm gonna cover up that star that I misstamped. And then we'll add the boo with a little bit of liquid glue. I'm getting braver with the liquid glue, right? That doesn't mean I'm getting better at using it. It's just, I'm trying to use it more. And we'll put our boo right there. Okay, let's just put this on with a little bit of seal to the front. I'm going to put it a little bit over more to the side this way because we're going to add some ribbon right here. The ribbon we're going to use, have you guys played with this yet? This is the iridescent ribbon. It is so pretty. I love it. Doesn't glow in the dark, but it sure is beautiful. All right, let me make sure I have a long enough piece. I was just thinking, I hope I ordered some more of that, but I don't know if I did. I hope I have enough. Oh, I do. I have a whole nother roll for the make and takes for everybody. I have enough. All right. Good. Now I'm dropping stuff on the floor. That's good. Hope I don't need that again. All right, we're going to add some of my favorite. I think these are becoming my favorite, these sparkle gems. I'm going to open a new package because the other ones are all cut to pieces. I'll use those later. All right, take your pick on the floor. Hold on. All right, let's just add some of these. I'm adding, are these white or silver? They might be white. Maybe they're silver, I don't know. I think it's silver, gold, and black. Really pretty and sparkly. Just add a little bit of sparkle to the package. And that's it, you guys. That's our first project finished, just like that. That would be a nice thing to give to somebody, right? I haven't tried these yet. I didn't open any of them, but I'm anxious to try them and see what they taste like. And I kind of like the fact that it's a mystery. You don't know until you eat one what flavor it's going to be. All right, let's go on to our second project. The second project we're going to do is the card. And that's this one right here. So this one kind of went through a lot of changes too, as I was trying to figure out what to do and what to stamp with. And the first thing I did was I kind of used some mask and masked off a circle and then did the blending brushes, and then it left a white behind, and that was okay. But then I thought, you know, that moon is just too white and too stark. And so I thought, well, what if I do it on yellow? But then I didn't like the way the colors came out on the yellow, right? So I didn't like that. This was Lemon Lolly. Didn't like that at all. Didn't like the way that stamped. Didn't want to stamp it like that. So this was like, no, I don't like that. So this is what I ended up with. And then I thought, all right, let's use some more of that glow-in-the-dark paper so our moon will glow in the dark along with our little ghost that we're going to put on. So that's kind of where it ended up. We're going to use the Deckled Rectangles dies to make this project also. And here are our pieces for that. Okay, starting with Gorgeous Grape card base 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. It's going to open this way. Put that aside. And then I used 2 of the Deckled Rectangles to cut out from basic black and basic white. This is the layer that we're going to do our blending on. We're going to do some stamping. This is one of the labels in the die cut set, and it's a nice, first of all, it fits Trick or Treat perfectly, right? And it's just a nice label, I think, for Halloween. So we're going to stamp on that. We're going to stamp our house and our little tombstones on this piece right here. It's just, I think it's like a 2 by 3 inch piece of just white cardstock. Okay, and then I used that glow-in-the-dark paper, and I just cut out a circle with our punch, our 1 3/4 inch punch, and I just punched it out of the paper, and we have this nice glow-in-the-dark moon that we're going to put on afterwards. Okay, so Nicole says, Emmeline says, ooh, my love baby ghosts. That's so cute. Emmeline, my granddaughter, loves Halloween. So she's 2 years old, and she's excited about Halloween this year. She is going to, well, I'm going to be going in for Halloween right before Nicole has the baby. And I guess we're all dressing as Paw Patrols. So Emmeline is going to be Sky, and I think I'm going to be Everest. So I'm working on my costume right now. All right, let's get out some blending brushes and some ink. We're going to use Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and I can't remember which one of these I used. It could have been any one of these three. It could have been Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, or Gorgeous Grape. I wish I could remember which one it was. I feel like Gorgeous Grape is too dark, so it probably wasn't that one. It might have been Fresh Freesia. Why don't we, let me see if I can get that out without messing the camera up too much. Let's start with that one and see how it looks. And we can always make it darker. Easier to go darker, harder to go lighter, right? So we're going to start with Daffodil Delight at the bottom. Renee, the baby is going to be born on November 2nd. So I'm planning to go in a couple days, like a day or two before Halloween. And then I'll be babysitting when Nicole goes to have the baby. Now, that's if everything goes as planned, right? And we know sometimes babies don't necessarily agree with what's planned, but that is, at this point, the plan for November 2nd. So, super excited. So, I'm just starting with Daffodil Delight and doing some yellow at the bottom. I'm not going to do too much and too hard here. I think that's enough color. Then I'm going to go in with the Melon Mambo, and when it mixes with the Daffodil Delight, we're going to have a little bit of orange in between too, right? So I think that looks nice. All right. Let's start working that in a little bit and work towards the top. Now, when I did this the first time, I just used a piece of basic white, and then I die cut it afterwards. But you can do it this way too. Okay, and then let's move. We got some orange, some of the pink, and then we're going to add some purple with the Highland Heather at the top. I love a beautiful color sunset. I just love that. And I feel like you always see a lot of pink and purple and orange in the sunsets. So that's kind of why I went with these colors. I think this is the color that I used the first time. It seems to be dark enough, and it seems to be going on fine. So I think we guessed it. And I don't want to get it too dark and too crazy, but I think we're about done here. Okay, easy breezy for our background. All right, let's do the rest of our stamping. Put this away, make sure I don't have ink on my fingers. Okay. So let's do our little haunted house. Now, I had a little trouble with this one with the black and stuff. And then I thought, well, I like the Gorgeous Grape. And it's a little juicier than my black, even though I've re-inked my black. And I just thought it was kind of fun and kind of matched everything too. So I went with Gorgeous Grape. So let me get my sheet back out and let's do a test. Not so good. Look how that came out. I need to do a little bit of work on this. Let me try again and really press hard this time. That's better. Okay. We've passed the test. Let's try it for real now. I missed the stamparatus because you could stamp and re-stamp until it was dark enough. All right, I'm going to go kind of at the bottom here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Then I'm going to take some, I think I'm going to use StazOn. I kind of went back and forth with Memento and StazOn for all these cards tonight. The StazOn just feels like it's a little bit darker black. And so, although it looks like I used the Memento when I did it because it didn't stain my stamp, but let's try the StazOn and see how that goes. So we're just going to do the tombstones right here because we're going to cut those out. And that's a nice crisp black. I like it. Looks good. All right. So we're going to run this through our die cutting machine. The first time I did it too, I cut out the haunted house and I was like, oh wait, there's a die. So here is our die. I'm going to get a little bit of Post-it tape and hold that on. Are any of you guys dressing up for Halloween? Anybody going to any fun Halloween parties? Do you guys do like family dress up where everybody goes as one theme? I know at work too, you know, we're part of a bigger group, not just the surgery center, but of a big practice with lots of offices. So every year there's a contest, a dress-up contest between all the different offices and stuff. So that gets pretty good when people dress up for that too. Okay, now there isn't a die. I don't think there's a die for these. No, there is a die for those, right? Hold on. I didn't pull that out. Let me take a look. Nope, I don't see the die unless I lost it already, so I'm going to fussy cut those. And it's entirely possible I could have lost it. All right. Save that. And so I kind of broke them apart too. So I'm just going to cut them all out individually and try not to lose them because they're really little, but they're easy shapes to cut out. And we'll just add just a couple of tombstones just for interest. Now, if it bothers you, if it looks like this is floating, you know, you could put a little ground on here too if you wanted to, but I think I'm fine with it kind of floating like that. Okay, there's number one. They're pretty close together, so I'm trying not to mess them up as I separate them. Okay, there's one. I think the little RIP is so cute. I could have gone crazy too and done 2 sets of them and really done a little graveyard scene by the haunted house, but I didn't. Yeah, I think it's been a couple years. Well, I can't remember the last time I dressed up. When we used to always have Halloween parties, you know, when the kids were little, and a lot of times the adults dress up too, so that was super fun. I don't dress up for work. Okay, I'm going to, last thing we're going to stamp, and I'm going to get out the Stays On again. And this worked much better on this paper because it's a little bit textured, the paper. So it worked better with the Stays On to stamp the bats on the moon. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put them off to the side, like right there. Okay, now I think we can start assembly. All right, let's see if I cannot lose anything for 2 minutes here. Oops, I forgot to stamp something. Let's get that one out. Trick or treat, just using Memento. Okay, now we're ready to assemble for real this time. Okay, so the first layer we're going to put at an angle and try and get all the corners in the right place so nothing's sticking off. So just like that. We'll put the next layer on at the opposite angle. Okay, let's put our moon on next, and then we'll pop up the haunted house right on top of it. So I think right about here. Did anybody buy their Halloween candy yet? So many choices, I never know what to buy. All right, like right here, a little bit again on an angle so it looks a little wonky. Let's add our tombstones. Getting out my little thing to help with my nail situation. Okay, looks good. Pop up our sentiment. We're going to just tie a bow, and we're going to use the gingham ribbon, the skinny one with the black, the white background, and just tie a little bow in the corner. This can go right here. I am full of ink. Oh, that one got twisted. I don't like when they get twisted. Let's see if I can get just to turn around the other way. All right, that's pretty good. I think my ribbon cutting scissors are on the floor now too. So we will use these ones. These are the ones that I abuse regularly, so they don't cut ribbon that well anymore. All right, there's our bow right there. Okay, now, did you guys get these? These are, you can still get these. These have not sold out yet. And these are the bats and ghosts that also glow in the dark. They're kind of iridescent when they're not in the dark. So they're very pretty, whether they're in the dark or not. So let's just get some of the ghosts and put 3 of them. I think at the end, we'll try and turn off the lights and see how everything looks, right? When we're finished with all our projects. Because I'm amazed by how cool the glow in the dark is. All right, so these are fun. Got those. And that's it. We are finished. Fun, right? Little Halloween card. Okay, next project, we're gonna do another treat box because you can never have too much candy on Halloween and you need to give out treats. So we're gonna do this one right here with the little Frankenstein guy, which I think is really cute. Okay, let me put some of this away. What we're going to use for this one too is these new deckled circles dies. These are out of the new mini catalog. And I love them because look how many there are. You can find the perfect size for whatever you need. We're going to use this small one to do our sentiment. And then I think it was maybe this one, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah, that's the right size. The 5th one from the middle is the one that we're going to use just to cut out some cardstock. Okay, so the important thing for this project is the dies again. And we're going to use this die here. And I just cut 2 of these out of the basic black, okay? And that's going to be the base of our treat box. And you can see how they're nice and embossed. It embosses and die cuts at the same time. So let's do some folding. Carol says, if I buy Halloween candy, I eat Halloween candy. It has been so hard to have these candy corn next to me. Oh my gosh, I like candy corn. I know that's a love-hate thing for people. Some people love it, some people don't like it. I like it, and I need it to go downstairs in a candy jar that I don't see. So I cannot eat it, and now it'll look a pretty decoration on the counter, right? And I won't eat it. But if it's right next to me here, it's so easy to grab. All right, just folding on the score lines. This couldn't be easier. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for giving us a cute little treat box for Halloween. That's awesome. Super easy. Nice and big, too, right? It's a good-sized treat box. Okay, so we're just going to glue this together. I'm going to get my Seal Plus again for this. And so it's going to go fat to skinny and fat to skinny on the sides. Okay, just like this. All right. So we want the skinny part on the inside so you don't see it. So we're just going to run that here. And let's watch me struggle with this. try and line it up. I know there's a better way to do this. Okay, just like that. And then this one, I'm going to add another thing of seal. And this one should just fold onto itself. Just like that. Okay, easy breezy. Now we're going to tuck everything in. It doesn't matter which side ends up being the front because you're going to have like a rough edge on both sides. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to tuck this in and add some seal right there and close it up. All right, I'm just going to take my thing and make sure that it's sticking really good. So that's it. Easy, right? Our box is finished. Now we can just decorate it. Okay. So all I did then was I took some more of that Zoo Crew DSP with the black and white. And so the measurement for this is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And that'll fit nicely here and just leave us a little bit of a border, just a skinny black border on the edge. So I just did the front of the box. If you wanted to, you could do the back of the box too and decorate both sides. You could do the sides as much as you want to do. I just did the front of the box. Okay, I think that's kind of sort of straight. We're going to use this to stamp our Frankenstein, and then we're going to do our sentiment on this little one right here. So let's get out the Parakeet Party again, and we're going to do the background. Now you could also just die cut it out of Parakeet Party and just stamp the black part on the Parakeet Party, but I'm just going to stamp it on white. With the ink. So let me ink it up really well and make sure that this goes all the way down. All right, so far so good. Now, I think I'm going to use the Stays On again for this, and I'm going to pull out my little Pearson mat because I feel like I need a little behind it so it's not so hard behind it when I stamp, so I get a good image on this, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is, this is one piece, whereas the Dracula one is 2 pieces. This one is just 1 piece, so that's handy. All right, let's ink this up good. And take a look to make sure that looks pretty dark, right? I think we're going to be happy with that. All right, let's line it up here. Got the bolts, the hair, the face. Super sticky. Not my favorite. Not sure about that one. Not sure. Let's try again. Is it because of the mat? I'm not sure. Should I have done it in Memento? My Memento's a little bit juicier. Again, that's where I need my my little Stamparatus. That would have worked great. All right, do I want the Stays On again or do I want Memento? I think the Stays On, we're gonna go again. It looked like, let's take this out this time. See if that makes a difference. Does that look dark enough? It does to me. Okay. I'm just gonna have to press really hard this time. Make sure I get all the areas. I feel like there's a little bubble under his hair. Okay, I think that one's better. Okay, this one also has a die. So let's die cut out our little friend really quick. Did I do one ahead of time? No. right, Frankenstein. Really cute. All right, time out to get the ink off my fingers. Okay, so we used that Deckled Circles die in Gorgeous Grape, and we're just going to pop this up. I think I've lost my dimensionals in there. I try, you know, I keep candy on my desk at work too, you know, for when people come in my office, but I try and buy candy that is not my favorite, so I don't end up eating it all day long. Or I would just sit there and eat all the candy myself. Okay, some seal. Put it right like that. Let's do the eek in Gorgeous Grape. Wait, hold on. Third time's a charm. Okay, that one was easy, right? Dimensional on that one. Right there. And then we're going to tie that same ribbon that we already used. You know, before we do that, let's put some candy in. So this is what I'm using for this. So I've got some Ghoulish Green. So we've got Ghouls Mix M&Ms, Ghoulish Green Twix, and the Snickers with the Ghoulish Green Nuggets. So I have not tried one of these yet to see what the green looks like inside, but Snickers, what am I missing? A Twix. So let's put one of each in here. So that's fun and kind of matches our colors, right? So the other thing I was going to do, I'm just going to take a little bit of, what do you call this stuff? I can't remember what you call this stuff. It's not grass. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Just a little filler, and we're just going to put it in the top. So I was excited when I was first making this project because I went onto Amazon and I ordered some glow-in-the-dark tissue paper, and I thought, oh, it's going to be really great. Well, I got it, and guess what? It doesn't glow in the dark. Even though they said it glows in the dark, it doesn't glow in the dark. So I was like, yeah, no, we're not using that. So that's when I decided to use this little crinkle filler. All right, so this little piece of basic black is 6.5 inches by 5/8, and we're just going to make a handle. Now there's dies in this set too that you can cut out holes if you wanted to. Hold on, that's too low. What happened to my glue? And you know, tie a ribbon, or there's different ways you can do the handle. But I just decided to take a piece of cardstock and just glue it on the inside and make a handle this way. All right, now if you were decorating the back, you could also use the other one, which is the vampire, and this is what it looks like when it's stamped out. But like I said, I just did the front. Let's add our ribbon. Yeah, I'm in love with this ribbon. Perfect for Halloween too. It's just so pretty. All right, that looks pretty good. I should just pick up my ribbon scissors off the floor, right? And make things a little easier. Okay, let's add some more of those sparkle gems, and then this little project will be finished. Who knew we needed black sparkle gems? But we really, really do. All right, you guys, that's our third project for tonight. Super easy, super fun. Another nice treat I think anybody would like to get. All right, let's play with the candy corn now. So this is another project that I think is pretty easy, and we're using the candy corn. so the other thing I'm using are the Stylish Shapes dies, and we're going to use the second biggest circle. And we're going to use that to cut a hole out of our box. So let me show you how we did that. Let me clean up a little bit. Here are the pieces for this project. And if you get the kit, I've already die cut the candy corn for you. And the circle. I've cut out the circle so you don't have to do that. But let me show you how we do it though. Okay, so these are our scalloped boxes, treat boxes that come with. They also have a little insert, which I am including, but we're not using for this project. So you don't need this. It's just going to be in your kit, okay? But we're going to take this. It comes flat like this. We're just going to take this die right here, and we're going to cut a circle in the top part of it. But in order to get it through the large die cutting machine, you have to fold in one side like this, and then you can just send it through like that. It just leaves a little border on either side, and then I tried to center it this way as well, okay? And then I just ran it through, and then we have our circle cut out. Now, when you do that, it is going to leave, and you can see I used a little Post-it tape because it got a little embossed with the Post-it tape, and then the parts that you fold in are going to emboss a little bit on the inside, but it doesn't matter because no one's really going to see it there. Okay, so these are super easy. Let me finish folding on all the lines. I like to put this one both ways, the top part. So let's just burnish everything so it folds up nicely. And then you don't need any adhesive for these boxes. They just fold into themselves, so it's super easy. Let me just finish folding this. Okay, so I'm going to take these two little flaps here and then just fold this one over, and then it just tucks in right like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. This one here, I'm going to do the other side, and it just tucks right in. And because it has like these little notches that go in these little cutouts, right? And take this one, okay? Easy breezy, there's our box, okay? Let's get our scalloped edge. Okay, box finished, super easy, we have a hole. Now, if you really wanted to, you could take a little bit of window sheet and glue it on the inside. But I didn't because we've got this in a cellophane bag anyway, so I didn't feel like you needed anything like that. Okay. So the next thing I did was I took a piece of the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper again. And this one is 4.5 by 2 7/8. Now 4.5 is too long, but because we're working with centering and we want it to go on easily, and be perfectly centered, I left myself a little room on either side. You can see how this one's longer than this one because it'd be almost impossible to get the circle in the exact same spot. These two sides are pretty close to the edge, but this gives you a little bit of wiggle room going sideways to put that on, okay? So I'm gonna just add some adhesive and we'll put that on, and then we can just trim off the excess and we'll have a perfect fit for our box. Okay. All right, so again, let me line it up here. Make sure it's straight and make sure our circle lines up. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna press it down. Now, I'm just gonna, I think I got it almost straight. I'm just gonna trim off these extra pieces with, let me just use my bigger scissors because they're longer. And we'll just trim these off. It's really sharp. So now we have a perfect fit. This box gets in the way. Let me try it this way. All right. So now we've got that like that. Now we can start decorating that. We're going to put our candy corn in. So I'm going to give you one of these little cello bags. Everybody has candy corn, right? Or you know where to get it from. So this is 3 by 4 inch little cello bag. It's got a little seal on it. I'll include that in your kit. And just take some candy corn, fill it up, and just seal it at the top like that, right across there. And then we're just going to put our candy corn in just like that. So that's just going to sit inside. All right. So we have 3 of these giant candy corn that we die cut from the dies in the set. And we've got the tops and the bottoms, and we're going to use a little bit of glue to put those on. I like the variety of things they have in this set. I think it's nice. Okay. Probably should have done this part first so they could dry for a minute, right? Didn't think that one through, but that's okay. This glue adheres pretty well and dries pretty quickly, so we'll be fine. All right. I'm gonna use my little tweezers again because my nails are really long and I don't get them done for another week, so I'm struggling a little. You should see me typing at work. All right, one more, and then we can put things together. Here, so we also need a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm looking for the piece that came in the packet. Do I have it handy? I'm not sure. I don't see it. I might have misplaced it, so let me get another piece. All right, and we're just gonna do the trick or treat again. Oh, we're running a little bit behind. Sorry, a little bit longer tonight, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. All right, this time we're just gonna cut this up. I'm just gonna use a pair of scissors. And see if I can get it fairly straight and right between. There wasn't a lot of room. Once you have that big circle cut out, there's not a lot of room left on this box to add decorations and still be able to see the candy corn on the inside. Okay, so I think we're just gonna pop all of them up. Lost my dimensionals. All right, couple here. Put these more at the bottom and just put a little bit of seal on the tip because this is going to be right on top of the other one. And then we'll add our trick or treat like this. I think that oar is going to be too small for seal. So I'll put this one like this. This one down here, and we'll use a little bit of glue to put this one where we want it, which is right here. Okay, let's add some ribbon. Now the other ribbon I used this is sheer ribbon, and it's white, and it has a silver edge to it. It's very sheer, but it's also very pretty. And I think this one might be on back order right now. Okay, this has got to come up a little bit because the ribbon needs to go underneath it. So let me pull this back up. So I think this one's on back order, but it's coming back fairly soon. I'm going to take this one off completely. And we'll put a new one on there so we can put our ribbon on easily. So it'll come back in stock, and I don't think it's too long. I think it's coming back pretty quickly, but I wrote down the dates, but I think I left it in the other room and didn't bring it in. But beautiful, beautiful ribbon. This is going to be really pretty with the snowflakes. I think that's the suite that it's with. And it is very pretty. Okay, there's our ribbon. Let's go ahead and put this little guy back on. And then we'll add some more of those beautiful sparkle gemstones to decorate it. And we'll use the silver ones again. All right, you guys, if you want to get the make and takes this week, all you have to do is place a $35 order or more. Use this host code right here. It's Q9B6N3CJ, and I will send that to you for free. If you don't want to place an order, maybe you're a demonstrator, you can still get this for $20 for the kit. Like I said, I'll put a little bit extra of that glow-in-the-dark paper. I'll give you 2 sheets, and I'll give you the candy. So you have some things to play with and things to work with your make and takes. So here are our projects. We did a lot of fun treat boxes. We have our cute glow-in-the-dark card. Should we see, let's hold this up to the light and see if we can get it to glow in the dark with our moon and our ghosts. I don't know if it's, I think it's dark enough outside now. So let's try it without closing the blinds. I've just got 2 little lights on right here. And let's see if that works. I don't think we can see it. Can we? Not so good. Not so good because it's not dark enough in here, but they're awesome. It's really awesome paper. And the moon looks really cool behind the house, all glowy. All right, you guys, these are our projects. Couple other things that I just want to mention. If you would like the project and measurement sheet, send me an email. I'll be happy to email it to you. If you're on my email list, this will go out tomorrow morning. Thanks. Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.